Okay, so I don't really know what this video is going to be about, but I'm going to make it, and it has to be made. I'm going to talk about, like, a number that I like talking about, which is 33. Which makes some sense. Today is the 24th. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 and 3 is 6. The number 33 is a master number. The master teacher. I believe this is because Jesus died or something. That's messed up to say, but like, respect to Jesus and everything. But Jesus would be the master teacher. He taught everybody how to be positive and how to sacrifice for others through his incredible act of sacrifice. But the master number 33, if you're a life path 33, that means that you should be teaching people around you. Teaching people how to, especially this year, which is 2025, the year of the snake, teaching people how to shed their skin. Snakes shed their skin, they molt every year. I don't know how many times they do it, but they do it at least once, I would imagine. And you should be teaching your friends, your family, the people you're in a relationship with, how to shed their skin, whether that's through like working out and them like shedding weight, or shedding relationships, or molting out of the person they are now into a better, bigger, stronger person. If you're a life path 33, or if 33 is a number that gravitates towards you, like 333, but especially 33, like if 33, just 3 and 3 together, if those gravitate towards you, the license plate, I'm not going to show you, but the license plate on my car is has like 3 3s in it, like 3, and then it's like there's 33 at the end. But like, the master teacher is one of those really karmic, really powerful numbers to be born with, to gravitate towards. It's a very karmic number. It's a number that grants you a lot of responsibility, the responsibility to teach others. It's a very big burden to be a 33, to be a life path 33. It's an incredible journey that you were entrusted with. You would have not been born with this number in your life, or if you were born at like, let's say like 1:33 p.m. or like 3:30 p.m., you're a 33. People may say like, oh, your life path has to like be exactly 33 for you to be like a pure, master teacher, or like a pure like 33. You don't. You really don't. Like, maybe it's like better subconsciously that like you have less of an imposter syndrome about it, but anybody can be a 33. You could be born a life path 1 and identify as a 33. Your initials, if your initials are C and C, you're a 33. 3 is the C is the third letter of the alphabet. So if you're born like, I don't want to say, like, no one here is born 2033 yet, and no one here is born 1933, but like, for you to teach others, for you to help others become better versions of themselves, you have to first become a better version of yourself. I believe it was Jesus that said that you must first get your own house in order before you get someone else's house in order, or you go out and fix the world. So yeah. When you were chosen to represent the master teacher, it was a really I want to say like a divine thing that happened. But 3 and 3 is 6. 6 is the number of like yin, of like the shadow, the snake. Literally. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm just going to do it. Yeah, this is fine. But basically I have I Ching coins around my neck as well. And those I Ching coins, one side is the snake and one side is the dragon. So the snake represents Yan, and the dragon represents Yan, and then the snake represents Yin. So like literally 33 is like you're a master of shadow. You're a master of your own shadow, of your own past. You're a master of darkness, of like, I don't want to say this because I don't want to sound like too crazy, but demons. Like when he cast demons out of people, that was super 33 of him, which is crazy to say, but genuinely it is. It's like being a demonologist, or like someone that is able to, and like you don't have to necessarily identify demons with like real demons, like actual demons. You can identify demons as like just negative people in your life, or people that are trying, or like narcissists. I guess you could do that. Demons would be like, in essence, like narcissists in like Christian mythology, like demons, or like you can relate it to like vampires, like people that drain your life force. Narcissistic supply. In Hindu mythology, you could associate with like asuras, like that would be like a demon, or that would be like a narcissist, like an incredibly high intellect individual, like a demon that like knows the answer to a lot of things, knows exactly which buttons to press. And like when you summon a demon, you have to have like a special like circle set up. You have to have like a special ritual for dealing with narcissists, like people in your family, people in your relationship, if it's like a romantic one, or it's like a friendship, any kind of relationship. The master teacher, it's a very powerful number. It's an incredibly powerful number. There's situations where everybody becomes a master teacher. Like there's really no 33rd day of the month, but in theory, like the second day of a month that the previous month was 31 days, that would be the 33rd day of, like, you know what I mean? So like the master teacher is a master in teaching, but you can be a master teacher in the way where you're so good at being humble, you're so good at being sort of like controlled in your emotions, where you can have someone teach you something, and by the way you listen and the way you learn from them, you'll teach them how to learn, because you'll just do it so patiently, or like so like generously, like you'll generously like listen to them and just be in touch with, I'm not gonna say like your emotions, I don't want to sound like too soft, but like you'll be in touch with like your divine, the divinity in someone else, and understanding that like everybody is a master teacher, everybody is able to teach someone. When you start a new job, when you start a new relationship, the person you're going into that relationship with, they will be your master teacher. There's things that they're going to teach you that only they can teach you, like how to turn the radio on in their car. You know, they're the master teacher of their car, and then you're going to learn how to turn the radio on in that specific make and model of car for the rest of your life, and then you'll become the master teacher. So it's like, these are kind of like trivial examples, but they do pan out in their own way. It's like a really big responsibility to be a master teacher. It's a really big chore in a way. Like chore starts with like starts with C. C is the 33rd letter. This is the third letter of the alphabet. I'm like all sort of like goofy with this video, but it doesn't really matter. Just grab the essence of this. When the devil would be a master teacher of evil, of not just evil, but like the story itself of like Lucifer, and like Lucifer falling down, from the graces of heaven and becoming, the devil, is a lesson. It's a lesson that is a master class that is being taught by a master teacher through their own life experience, through their own fall. So you can teach someone by messing up. It's just that type of thing. If you're seeing 333, if you're seeing 33, if you are a 33rd life path or a 33 life path or a 33rd degree Mason, whatever the case may be, realize how big of a responsibility it is, how big of a burden it is to be a teacher, and understand that it is your chore, it is your job, it is something that I don't want to say chore in like a bad way, because it'd be like, you could associate it with like chore, you could associate it with like the thing that you have to champion, the thing that you have to like crown. Like, master teachers can crown someone in a specific like career or like mastery. So just understand that you're not seeing 333 or you're not seeing 33 as like a fun little anecdote to life. You're seeing it as like the universe giving you a reminder that you are here to teach. This life is about you teaching. If you're a life path 6, if you divide 6 in 2, you get 3 twice. So 33. This is all like number play. And yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's saying something, but I think the phone is like overheating. But I'm gonna end it here, and yeah, catch you next time. Beautiful.